be pursuing Omaplata at the age of, the sprightly age of like 103, right? I think it's awesome, yeah? Typically Omaplata is loved by small people, right? Okay, because you're sitting beside the person. Most of the time when we're playing jiu-jitsu, we're kind of facing our partner like this. And if they're big and heavy and scary, we wear a lot of their weight directly. Yeah. So the great thing about Omaplata, like I started doing it when I wrecked some part of my body, probably my neck, right? Because or lower back actually, I hit my lower back, so I didn't like anything that did this, right? So when I'm sitting on the side, like that, yeah, there's no pressure on my hips at all, yeah, because I'm fighting with our spines parallel to each other, yeah. So it's awesome. Like Omaplata is a really good position for little people. The way I like to usually get into it is pretty simple. I just use my knee to pull it there. I just hold the wrist and use my knee to do all the work, plant my foot on his head, and then I use my foot to push him away, and that gives me more Omaplata. Yeah? I don't stress about what I'm doing with my feet too much. A lot of the time I sit like that and really annoy people with my foot. Do not put your foot like that. He's going to reach over, yeah, and foot lock me there. Yeah? And if you're using the other foot, he'll put in his armpit, like that. You can smack your foot like that, right? So I like to keep my feet hidden around here, nice and safe, and annoy his face a lot like that. Yeah, mostly because I like people posturing or putting weight on me, right? Because I'm sitting here, there's no weight on me, right? And so if he starts trying to lean on me at all, coming over like this, let's grab his hips. Over he goes. Or take your arm out. There's heaps you can do once you're there, right? So that's kind of how I get into it. I like reverse Omaplata sweep a lot too. That's why when I'm here like this, yeah, I'll sit under here and hold his foot a bit, right, like that. Or sometimes I'll go under and hold his toes, like that, right. I do not want him putting his knee on my chest. That's one of the escapes. Can you put your knee on my chest? Tricky, right? Because I've got his foot, right? If he starts posturing, lifting up, right? Then I can shoot my hips this way, push his toes under, reverse Omaplata sweep to here. Same deal. I do an ass crush. You know, I crush people like that a lot, right? They hate that. It's a good way to cook them, but I like to kill him with my knee. And where are they? All those. Usually they lift this leg over the head, and then they come up, and then you do them again. Right? Okay. Now, escaping this thing, right? So the good thing about pursuing something is you've got to know how to escape it, because you're doing it to everybody. So you should know both sides of it, right? So he puts me on Omaplata, he's on his back, and I'm here like this. Yeah. So I've got a couple of different things I can do, and they're kind of like early or late versions, right? The easiest thing to do is put your head down and just jump over to the other side. Yeah, right? That's the easiest version. But somebody who's decent on Omaplata will be stopping that. He's not going to let me, right? So when I'm here like this, he's going to usually have his right hand holding my cuff, and the other hand maybe holding my belt. So now I can't jump over him, right? Even just lying your back, like that, right? So I can't jump over. Now, the other way you can do it, yeah, is to put your knee on their belly. You need a relaxed arm for this. Knee on the belly, post, and then I start stretching to get my arm out. Yeah, so it's your second way up, right? So the better that people get, the later your escape's going to be. The third one, which is what I do most, yeah, right? Before if he starts pushing forwards, I just turn this way. I look under his butt, join my fingers together. So now, as he comes up on top, like that, keep coming up. There, right? So you can cross your feet if you want, like this. Normally put your left foot behind your right knee. Left foot behind your right knee, other way. Yeah, like this, right? So I'm waiting for him to sit up and try and put the lock on, as he does, keep going, I lift him up and I roll him over. I can pull my arm out at that point, right? So once I'm underneath, because Omaplata is Kimura with the legs. It's about putting my hand behind my back, so it's trying to go towards the back of my head. So long as the arm doesn't go past my body, I'm fine. So the goal of this is when my arm's like this, is to turn my body so my hand stays in front of me. And if my hand's in front of me, I'm fine. Yeah? So I'm here like this, see there's my hand, through there, join my hands up, I go under him, like this. Yeah? So as he sits up, Ray doesn't do a lot of Omaplata, but when he sits up, I can just roll him over, hand out. Ah, happens just like that. Yeah. 3 ways out. 1, 2, 3. Last